hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. I'm going to start doing the class reviews for how I feel about the cards. Big warning on class reviews, please do not make anything based on my assumptions. These are just how I feel about the cards. So we're going to start with where I feel that we're going to do the top 10 on each set. There's only 10 for the set, so every card is at least in the top 10. So we're going to start off with number 10 for the Demonhunter. For my opinion, number 10 is the Relic Bolt. The reason that the Relic Bolt is number 10 on my list is because I don't think that the relics are as good as everybody wants them to be. I don't think they're bad, I just don't think they're the end-all be-all card that everybody's saying them out to be. So, with Relic Vault only having 3 relics it can get, with it having no other support, with it probably not getting another relic in the mini set, and after this set there definitely won't be any relics, and I think they said these might only be the 3 relics. It's a lowest location here, and I don't think that relics will make a big splash, at least for Demonhunter. So that's why it's number 10. Number 9 for us is going to be the Relic of the Phantasm. Relic of the Phantasm falls into the same issue that a lot of the other relics are going to have on this, is that I just, again, don't think they're that great. I mean, they're okay, but summoning 2 1/1 spirits for 3 isn't that great. Even if you get 6 charges on this, summoning 2 7/7s is scary for 3. And I don't know how you're getting 6 charges on this, but oh my god, we're gonna get 6 charges and you're gonna be able to summon 7/7. But that's just 2 7/7s on your side of the field that your opponent can just kill next turn because they don't have rush, they don't have charge, they don't have stealth, they don't have anything. I think this is the weakest that currently exists. Next up for us is going to be number 8. Is the next relic on the list, which is the Relic of Extinction. Relic of Extinction is the one that does 1 damage, and if it's done the way that I believe it to be done, it's going to do 1 damage to a random enemy minion twice. So if you have 2 minions out on the minion, one to the other. So the most this is doing, even if you have, again, let's say 6 charges, this is doing 7 damage to something and then 7 damage to it again. So you're doing 14 damage to 1 creature. That's it. You're basically killing 1 creature with this on most days. Even with 6 charges, this is doing 14 damage. On a creature that's a minion. You're 2. For 2. 6 charges on this, it deals 7 damage to 1 game. 7 won't even kill something, and you might even be sadder that it dealt 7 at that point. And that's with 6 charges on this, and again, I'm not sure how you're getting 6 charges before this. Next up for us is number 7. Number 7 for us is the Chrysalis the Voracious, which is the Demonhunter Legendary, one of the 2 of them. And the thing about him is he's a 4-mana 7/7 that you have to discard your entire hand to get him for. You can play just 4-mana 7/7s right now, straight out of the gate. that exist that have way less of a downside to them. You can play the Clam, and if you're basically planning on playing a 4-mana 7/7, you're just going to play the Clam instead. The Clam would be a better option than this. Next up for us is going to be number 6. Number 6 is the other legendary for this, which is the Artifacer. Artifacer is the one that has, it's an 8-mana 8/8 that summons you all 3 if you've infused and gets one of the relics. If not infused, it needs to be infused. Even uninfused, I'm not sure it's going to be that great. Again, it depends on how they code this. If you get the first relic, if you've played no relics and the first relic goes off once, the second relic goes off twice, and the third relic goes off thrice because of how the coding works, and it's not bad. If you have relics and the first relic goes off once, the second relic goes off once, and the third relic goes off once, it's bad. But even with it's infused, let's again use 6 as an example. You're doing 12 to a minion, you're making 2 7/7s, and you're drawing 2 cards and reducing them by 7, which basically means you're drawing 2 cards and you're getting to play them for 0. So that's what you're doing. You're destroying 1 minion, you're summoning 2 of your own minions, and you're drawing 2 cards that cost 0. And that's if you get 6 charges on this. And again, I'm using because to get to all of these, to get to 6 at that point, and that's a long way to go. I don't see it as being the big payoff for relics, which is why I don't think relics are going to see as much play. Again, I think they're getting more hype than they should be, and so that's why it's so low on my list. Number 5 for us is the other relic, which is actually higher than the by itself. 5 mana, draw 2 cards, reduce their cost by 1 is fine. It's gonna see something come out. If you can get another relic, the next one is draw 2 cards and reduce their cost by 2. That's fine by itself. Just having these 2 to draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards for 5 isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not the best thing in the world, but to even reduce them by 1 by 2 is fine. That was what the tradable card was for Demonhunter, and that saw some play. I think the tradable card reduced them by 3 if you played it on that turn, but it's draw for Demonhunter. Demonhunter likes draw. It has a little bit of an upside. You can almost just slot this in the deck and run no other relics and be fine. That's why it's right about dead smack middle for the Demonhunter cards. Next up for us is number 4. Number 4 for us is the Magnifying Glaive. Magnifying Glaive, stop that, is the card that basically says 3 mana 2/3, after hero attacks, draw until you have 3 cards. It's 3 mana 2/2. You can basically use your hero power to make it a fiery war axe. Early game, it's going to kill some minions. Mid to late game, you can draw 3 cards. If your hand's empty, this is draw 3 for 3. That's more than fair. It's good. It's going to see some play. Anytime you give a weapon to Demonhunter, you got to be wary of it. Next for us is number 3, so this is the bronze medal. Bronze medal for us is the Bibliomite. Bibliomite is the card that says 2 mana, choose a card in your hand to shuffle into your deck. 4/4, the same stats as Millhouse Magnifying. Millhouse Magnifying has seen play even with his ridiculously bad battle cry. This battle cry isn't bad. It's not broken. It's not sad. You know, throw one card out of your hand to get a 4/4. There's times where you're sitting with one card in your hand and you're like, I'm not playing this for 6-7 turns. Let me just drop it out of my hand. So 2 mana 4/4. It's Millhouse. It's good. Losing one card out of your hand is fine. If you have no cards in your hand, it's a 2 mana 4/4. So this is a great top deck. It's not that big of a downside, and that just shows you how much we've power crept on a 2 mana or a 2 mana 4/4. I'm even sitting there going, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not sure it'd be broken. And that's how far we power crept on 2/2s, on 2 manas at this point. That even a 4/4, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Next up for us is going to be our silver medal. The silver medal for us is going to be Dispose of the Evidence. Dispose of the Evidence is the 0 mana spell that says, give your hero +3 attack this turn, choose a card in your hand to shuffle into your deck. Again, losing one card to get +3 attack is okay. You might have a card in your hand that you don't like or you don't care that you're discarding. There's going to be times where you top deck this. There's going to be times where you just need that final 3 push and you don't care what you're throwing out of your deck. It's gonna see some. It's gonna be like one of the Demonhunter cards that's gonna show into rotation. So during this set, and the best card for this particular set, in my opinion, is, believe it or not, the Sinful Brain. Sinful Brain is a scary card to give to Demonhunter. It's a scary card to give to anybody, but it's a scary card to give to Demonhunter. Now, it does have to change how Demonhunter plays now, because move Demonhunter more into a dude Demonhunter, a spawn Demonhunter. But if you've got something down on your side of the field that's even 8 points, and Demonhunter plays Sinful Brain and floods the board and puts in 7 rushers, which I think it can still do. That's 14 damage that's coming to that, plus 1 extra for the actual Demonhunter itself. That's 16 damage. 16 damage out of nowhere by just playing 1 card and flooding the board. I'm not sure if you can put all 7 on the board still. I'd have to look into that. But that's just by itself is scary. Taking 16 out of nowhere, if you can get it off right, by having something on the board that just has 8 health if they're all 1/1. This has to be looked at. What happens if you... My God, stop with the lag spikes. And you're taking 32 out of nowhere, and 32 is basically death. So this can be a death card on its own if you have 1 big creature out on the board. Demonhunter throws 2 Sinful Brains on it, and then just trades in all of its minions, and then does 1 more attack with itself. So this is 16 on possibly 32, so this by itself could just win you a game. That's the ones for the Demonhunters. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry about having some lag spikes in here. I don't know what's causing them, but I'm trying to work through it. Always remember, play for fun.